I am so glad you have decided to come to my channel. My name is Crystal. You're with Creations by Crystal. And today we have an awesome video. I hope you watch it to the end. I do speed it up, try to keep time essential, but yet still teach you something. And I want you to try alcohol inks. They're so much fun. And if you'd like to see me do anything in particular, let me know. Bye for now until the next one. Welcome. And today we're going to do alcohol ink art on glass. And I'm going to show you how. A couple of different things that I've got out here that everybody can get a hold of. This is from the Dollar Tree. It's just a regular frame. I haven't broken it apart yet. What you're going to do is just do that. You're going to open it up as if you're going to stick a picture in there. And you're not going to stick a picture in there. You're going to stick a painted glass back into the frame and make your beautiful art, which is going to come from the alcohol ink. And you're going to put it back into the frame. So we'll be back to this, but we have our frame out. The next thing that you want to do is we want to clean it very well with a alcohol water or straight alcohol, whichever one you choose. I have a bottle here that is half and half of water to straight alcohol. And I give it a good squirt, and then, of course, you dry it. And you want to make sure you get all the, fuzzies and whatever else may be there. I don't know. And so give it a really good clean with the alcohol inks, trying not to put your fingerprints on it. So just use the sides to hold it. I'm not sure how much you can see of me doing it. Trying to hold it up under the camera. Alright, that's the first step, is that you take your piece of glass that you want to paint and you clean it with alcohol. And let's make sure that this piece of glass that I use, there we go. And that now is ready to paint. Then we have our jar. Now all jars have labels, and it's to get the labels off, again, you're going to need alcohol ink and, some scrubbing to get it all the way off. All right? And we have also here for demonstration a, jar. It was a pickle jar, actually. And what you can do is you paint it, put a bow on it, and put some fresh flowers in. Or, I'm not fresh, because you'd need water. So, actually, some pretty, maybe artificial flowers. Or, I don't know, whatever you decide. But a bow will cover up that, the jar raised up areas. I'm sorry, loss of words. Okay, your imagination can go wild with what you can do for this. You can put a bow on it maybe, and then it becomes a penny jar or change jar. Anything that you want. And you want to make sure your inside is clean. And I just happened to look down and see an area that needed cleaned. Okay, we got it. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to introduce some colors. And for our, let's start with our frame. It's going to be fun, fast, and easy. In fact, I'm going to put a paper towel under it to catch any extra ink because I don't want to get my glass dirty. There we go. And I think you may be able to see it better. There we go. Okay. So, we've got it alcoholed. It's dry. I want to use some brass, and I put some in a little bottle. So I'm going to give it a good shake. And then I'm thinking of some other colors that might be nice with it. I actually was thinking about just making circles and blending it in that way. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop some brass all over, just having a good time. Okay, and I think the other color, like I said, I want to do some turquoise. I think it'll be pretty with the brass. So bring that in and just squirt it all around. That brass, I think that's going to be perfect. It's simplistic, abstract, that you can make and put in a frame to accent, or use a color that you want to hang this frame around that matches and makes it beautiful. Okay, we've got it on there. Boom, right? Now this is not the side you're going to show in the frame. Yeah, I know, right? That's kind of cool. I think I'm going to drop just a little bit more of the brass for fun. Just some dots. You know, making it a little more abstract. And then we're going to have to let all that dry. And then then we're going to put it back into the frame. It's the other side. Whoops. It's the other side that it's going to be showing, not the side that you painted. I just said that twice, but I want you to understand that. Okay, let's move this over to dry. I'm trying to look for a place for that. And as it dries, we're going to do our jar. Now for our jar, we're going to be having to put the ink on the inside, not the outside, but the inside. Okay, so let's do that. I'm thinking, again, you know, with this, maybe some lines, ribbon-like kind of thing. I'm going to try some of this terracotta. Oh, by the way, I use Picasso inks. They are fabulous. Okay. I'm going to squirt some terracotta in. Just let it run to the bottom. Just like that. Yeah, okay, if it wants to go all around, that's fine. Kind of maybe, let's do kind of a ribbony look, or a striped look. Just like that. Turning it around so you can see it happening. And there, that's a better view. And you can see the alcohol on the bottom is there, and it's wet. So I'm going to just use that and give it a shake. Just give it a shake. That's all you do. And that'll move that extra alcohol so that it's all dropping things all the way to the bottom. Sorry about that, guys. Scared me, I think, more than anybody else. It didn't mess anything up. Okay, but that's how you get the bottom to be completely covered. And we're also helping that alcohol ink to dry, because we want to introduce another color, I think. Maybe the brass again. I don't know. But it's still wet, so just keep on shaking and moving it around. So we want it to dry. Or I guess we could use a little air in there. Nope, actually I gotta go turn my tank on. Just a minute. Okay, we got some air now. And I'm just gonna blow some air in there. And hopefully that will dry it all up. There we go, that looks good. Now, what I was doing is blowing kind of dry the picture frame. It's taken a while there to dry. And I see that's not dry either, so I don't want to take your time up on the drying process, but that's what you'll do. You'll put a layer of your color, and then you're wanting to dry it once it's covered everything. Well, let me dry it behind the scene, save time. Okay, I got it all dry, and let's put a little bit of Pinata Brass. By the way, this is Pinata colored brass out of this big bottle. Just want to make sure you knew, or that I had said it. I'm not sure if I'd said Pinata Brass or not, but I may have just said brass. But it is the Pinata. And as I had picked it up, everything has knocked over because I knocked it in a minute ago. I'm giving my little small bottle of the Pinata Brass, and we're going to use it on the jar. Why not? Let's give it a try. So, I'm doing again a line. Oh, that one wants to do squirrelies. You just got to have fun with it and kind of find the pattern or colors that you like. That's different. Okay, well, that's all I'm going to put in of the Pinata. And now let's put in another color. Let's try this, what do I want to do? We need something darker in there, don't we? But fun. Let's do some parakeet green for fun. Let's see what happens. There we go. Just letting it run through. It's fun painting on glass, guys. And it turns out so pretty. It's like you can't really make a mistake. Well, maybe with color combinations or something like that, but not really. It'll all work out. And I see at the bottom, the Pinata has grabbed hold of the green. So I'm just going to run it back up the sides. You see that? See how it's... And then I'm just taking it up to the top and then back down again. Yeah. And rotating. Maybe I'll do a circle around. Why not? See how I'm moving that fluid inside the jar. So it is a little bit difficult. No, it's not. It is fun, but you're not going to be able to control it, you know, or make it do what you want it to do. Because it's an inside of the jar, you just don't seem, we don't have any control with that. There. Maybe we'll just round and round it. Now, let's see. Let's see what we're getting here. Okay, so it rounded around the jar. Nothing really spectacular happening here. I'm just trying to get all the more paint that dries in there, the easier this is going to be. But see, we keep pouring, you know. Now we've got a beautiful cast to the jar. Do you see that? All right, let's try some turquoise blue. You know, my favorite color. Why not? Let's put some of that in there. And down Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that makes a nice cover color. Yeah, pretty. We've got that orange in there, which is terracotta on the very bottom, but that's probably going to change here. There we go. Now we're getting some color on the jar. See that? Isn't that pretty? It's starting to work, guys. Okay, now that big bunch of in there, or a big bunch of blob in there, I'm going to roll it around. Because we want this outside to be covered. I like that blue. That blue was a good choice. It really makes a nice tint to the jar. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I didn't have my napkin down, did I? So, there. All right. Maybe that's what I need to do real quick is get a fresh one for this project. It will hold for a minute or two. Boom. Okay. So back to the jar. Okay. Now I'm still going to go round and round with it. I'm bringing it up from the bottom to the top. Going round and round. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. That was a good choice. Us using the turquoise blue with the terracotta, because the terracotta bottom is really cool. Look at that. You got a cool design. And then see the sides are pretty. You got some pinata brass that's sticking there. But it's pretty, isn't it? See what I'm talking about? And you can go on and on. And the end, put a bow, put something, or wrap some cord. You could take, yeah, you could do rope. Some kind of cute rope from the Dollar Tree or something, and wrap it all around, and then make a bow, and then put something in there, some fake, floral that is, higher end, that looks good. Don't put cheap florals in there, Find you something pretty, because this is an accent jar. And I'll show you one I did at the very end, but let's do these. I'm just trying hard to get that to dry. Maybe if I do that. Okay. Let's take a look at our frame. There it is. And it's drying. It's not completely dry, but it's getting there. It's getting there, and I'll show you the magic. When it's dry, we'll turn it over and then put it into the frame, and you've got some pretty artwork that maybe matches your decor. Make sure, think about that kind of stuff, and then you can hang it up. Okay, that's actually turning out really pretty. That is stunning. Look at that. Gorge. And look how easy with alcohol inks. So easy. So there's our jar. I think we're going to stop there. You can go as far as you want. You can add different colors, make it darker, whatever you want. But that's what we want. That cool bottom is cool. If nobody's really going to look at the bottom because it's going to be set down like that. But what they're going to see is this beautiful hue of a jar. Gorge. Okay, that's how you paint alcohol ink in a jar. So I'm going to set that to the side. And then let's give a little attention to our frame. There it is. Oh my. Are we dry? Just gently touching it. What I'm going to do is just run a little bit of air from the top to hurry it up a little bit. Otherwise, I'd just let it sit and dry for half a day or something like that. But for the video, we gotta get it dry so you can see the magic. Right there is wet for some reason. Come on now, dry. Yeah, right there is wet. Thought it was a little closer to dried so that I wouldn't take your time. I'm going fast. There we go. I think we're getting there, guys. I think it's all the way dry now. Okay, I believe we are dry. Isn't that jar neat? That jar is just so awesome. I'm going to run it again. That liquid inside, and then I'm going to run it all on the outside again. So that's what I'm doing. We're going to have a neat design with this. It's going to be so pretty. Okay, where'd I put the frame at? Okay, right here. All right. Here comes magic. All right. I'm going to open that same frame up again, because I'd like to put this artwork in there, just like that. Noticing that the side that I painted is the side that the backing is going to go on. Push your little tabs down, like that, and then, voila! Isn't that beautiful? There you go. And then you can hang that somewhere, and you've painted glass, and you've made some art. Isn't that neat the way it looks on the other side? The painted side didn't look so good, but when you look at the other side, that's where you get the glory. Okay, that's it. That's a short that's a short tutorial on how to paint art on glass. I hope I taught you something. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Bye.